Good morning. Welcome to Friday's Early Morning Intuitive Guidance. I'm Dr. Bonnie Nussbaum. I'm here with some words of wisdom to give you something to think about during the day. And this particular card certainly resonates for me, so I hope you will enjoy it as well. And I'm just noticing my Believe pillow here. That good morning to whomever just popped on. Glad you are here. That our mindset and our perspective makes a huge difference in how things unfold. And sometimes we need some extreme events to understand that, to figure that out. So, I hope you're all well on this fine Friday. Good morning, Jonelle. Glad you're here. Welcome. It's funny because this time the counter rolled, but until you said something to me, your name didn't show. So, whatever, Facebook. So we continue with the Sacred Forest deck, and this particular card, I was talking to someone earlier this morning, and she had an event this morning that was very affirmative, and my belief is going to be helpful with her moving forward. This card, to me, feels like it's affirmative. I was doing a fair amount of stewing last night, and how is this going to work? You know, all the things. And so this card shows up, and it's like, there's some very profound words in there that I think are going to be helpful moving forward. So let's start. I feel like I've got this whole pile of stuff underneath my elbow here, so if I yell, it's probably because I hit my funny bone on it. Let's start with some tapping. Good morning, Beth. Glad you are here. Welcome. So I'm going back to my tried and true spot, my favorite spot. Pick a spot for yourself. Where would you like to tap? Nice deep breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. Next one a little deeper, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Good morning, good morning. Next one a little deeper and hold at the top, in through the nose. Hold, out through the mouth. Good morning, Gwen. Glad you're here. Our practical rebels popping on this morning, finding us. There's Barb. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Just doing some tapping and some breath. In through the nose, out through the mouth. In through the nose, out through the mouth. And I'm really looking forward to, I have an energetic exchange session with Bobby at 9 o'clock, and boy am I in need. I'm viewing it as, where's my little obstacles are the challenges we need to provide us with learning that we really need to move forward in life. So, need some work. So, Sacred Forest deck, Denise Lynn. The card, if you have the deck, is number 13. Oh, isn't that interesting on a Friday? 13. Yeah. Eagle Spirit, Freedom. I just think that's beautiful. Look at that night sky. It's gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Now I want to see what's in the corner there. Ah, okay. So down in the corner, like where my finger is, there's actually a Pegasus, a winged horse. Interesting. Interesting. We'll see what all it says. So, another deep breath to open to receiving this message, however it comes in for you. Let it go. Eagle Spirit, Freedom. Eagle Spirit invites you onto her back, and you dwindle in size so that you can climb on. Yes, they absolutely do suck. But I am to a place where in AA, you'd call it hitting the bottom. In my world, you'd call it turning it over. It's in the God box. It's all that can be done. Quit trying to work it out, figure it out, expend energy. Just go about your day. Just go about your day. Dwindle in size so you can climb on her back. So I want you to close your eyes for a moment. Not if you're driving. And just imagine that you are on the back of an eagle. Here she is. You're on the back of an eagle. You hold on to the down beneath her feathers as she soars higher and higher. The forest looks smaller and smaller, yet you can see so clearly as you ascend above the clouds. You have never felt so free. Just enjoy that for a moment. A couple of breaths right there. And we have a lot of stories that involve being on the backs of winged ones. Harry Potter has a bunch of that in there. Let me think. It'll come to me. It's one of the, I believe it's Wrinkle in Time. Madeline L'Engle books has soaring on the back of winged ones. Yeah, lots of books with that. So here it is. This card indicates that it is time to break free and let your spirit fly. Be daring as you go beyond predictable behavior. Fling your arms up to the heavens in joy. And I kind of giggled when I read that line because I'm like, here I am slogging through the flotsam and jetsam of life, but fling your arms up to the heavens in joy. The card can also appear when you have let life or others restrict your freedom. Recognizing this is the first step to reclaiming your power. Don't allow yourself to be trapped by convention or by the expectations of others. The truth is that you aren't here on this earth to be ordinary, but to step beyond limitations and self-imposed boundaries. You have the ability to choose your life on your terms. Perhaps you aren't always free to create the exact circumstances of your life, but you are certainly able to decide what meaning to give those circumstances. Select meanings that empower you, for this is the time to break free. Hold the intent that boundless freedom surges through you, and so it shall. The eagle soars to great heights, as much as 10,000 feet, and has superb eyesight, allowing her to see from great distances. She can symbolize the need for a larger perspective on life. The spirit of the eagle says this is the time to express yourself. Don't hold back. Choose life on your terms. Don't be trapped by the expectations of others. Wow. So what comes to you with that? What were the parts that grabbed you with regard to that particular card, the freedom card? And how many of us are disabling ourselves unwittingly by buying into expectations and convention and societal norms and all of the things? What if we take a moment? Let's do this. Rub your hands together. Place them over your heart. Some gentle breaths. Just be curious. What do I need to know? What needs to come more fully into my awareness right here, right now? And breathe. Interesting. My awareness is I'm still too much playing not to lose. Not enough playing to win. Good insight. Good insight. Now I get to decide what I want to do about that. Okay, keep breathing. Ooh, and what comes to me is Maya Angelou. I know why the caged bird sings. We may feel like we're in a cage, but the door's open. The door's open. It's like training the bird to stay on the perch The bird could fly off at any time, but it has learned not to. Let's unlearn that learning. What does winning look like? Winning looks like taking some of the steps that I have hesitated to take. So, sending a letter to the guy who owns the property in Little Chute. I feel like I want to do more. I feel like I want to do more because it's kind of like sending out job applications. If you send out one, you pin all of your hopes on that one, and it can be far more limiting if you hear a no, if you've only got one out there. If you got a bunch out there, right? There's multiple opportunities. And in my head, I have, you know what I need to do? I need to drive around and look at church properties because they are huge opportunities in waiting. I'm going to drive around, look at church properties. It's too bad we don't have phone books anymore. You know, we might have an old phone book sitting here. Look at church properties, find several, and actually Monday, well, I can certainly drive faster, sooner, like today even. There's one church that is selling off its daycare. I want to look at that property and see if that daycare and the space around it is big enough for an intentional community. Then I'll need to get back in touch with my city planner. Yeah. Okay, so that's for me. What about for you all? Take a breath. What comes to mind for you? What are some next steps for you? They may seem infinitesimally small. Does not matter. Are they the divine right next steps? It might be I need to find a phone number for somebody. It might be I need to find an email address for somebody. It might be I need to sketch out what I'm thinking. Whatever it is. I'd love to see some of them in the feed. There's 7 of you on here right now. Let's see, what are your divine next steps? And for those of you who watch this later, please put your divine next steps in here. That would be awesome. Maybe take some time to be on that eagle's back again and get the bigger perspective. Some wonderful insights may pop in terms of things you can't see as you're firmly anchored to Mother Earth, but you can see from that higher perspective. Check it out. Try it out. Let's see. So again, what I want to say is I'm going to meditate on what winning looks like for me. Fabulous. Then I'd love it for you to come back here, Jonelle, and just jot in a couple of things. Because when we share this stuff, it helps other people do the same for themselves. Well, she said this. I wonder, does that fit for me? No, that doesn't really fit for me. Wonder what fits for me. Even just posing the question. Good morning, Mel. Ooh, and look at Mel's little circle thing. It's a kite. You could do, if the eagle idea scares you, you could do a kite. You ride a kite up into the air and get perspective. Get that rarefied perspective that lets you see way more than you can see from the ground. Okay, this feels like this is the opportune time for all of us to get that broader view. And again, it may have that obstacle feel to it. Like I hit a brick wall last night, but I knew enough to not overly react, but to sit with it. Isn't this interesting? This is coming up now. Isn't this interesting that plot twist happens when there's really no time to address it? Isn't this interesting? Yeah. So, I feel like I need to read my obstacles card again to all of us. Obstacles are challenges that provide me with some learning I really need to move forward. They are vital steps in the process rather than annoyances or barriers. Take a breath. Let it go. And so it is. Have an awesome day. We'll see you again tomorrow. Remember, you are capable of far more than you think you are. Bye-bye.